Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Red, White, and True News, where life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is alive and well. Hope everyone is doing great this fine Friday. Jeez, Friday already. Weeks fly by, don't they? Um, so as I said in my video yesterday, I was going to do a video today. I've been putting some stuff together for quite a while about this group called CAIR, CAIR, not CARE, CAIR. Every American needs to be made aware of this organization. And they've been here for quite some time, um, basically since 1994. Um, it's a Muslim front group, ladies and gentlemen. It's exactly what it is. It was put here for one reason and one reason only, is to destroy the United States from within. Say what you want, but from my research, that's what I've found. So get into it here in just a second. Please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, it is free to do so. If you do not mind clicking that subscribe button, click the bell so you're notified when we go live or make videos. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It helps to get this content out to others as well. So, um, anyway, basically, CAIR stands for the Council of American Islamic Relations, is what it stands for. And as I said, it's a Muslim front group. It was basically founded in, 1994 by a guy by the name of Omar Ahmad. Um, but I think even more important than Ahmad is their executive director, this Nihad Awad guy. This man is as vile and disgusting, hate filled as you've ever heard. If you'd like to look him up, it's Nihad Awad, Awad, Awad. Look him up. Go on YouTube and look at some of the videos that he's made and the hate that he spews out of his mouth. And he's all but said they are here to take over the United States. Yep. Headquarters is in D.C. Its purpose, Muslim activism with its sole purpose to destroy the U.S. from within. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a 501c3. Yep. Matter of fact, Ron DeSantis, I think it was just shot down the other day, tried to get a bill passed to basically name them a terrorist organization. So if one would think that I'm off base in claiming that this group is a Muslim front group, why do you think that Ron DeSantis and others are trying to get them named as a terrorist organization? There is a senator, or I mean, yeah, senator right now, Randy Fine, from the state of Florida, the great state of Florida, that is the bill. I got it here. Yeah, I'll get to it here in a little bit. Yeah, it's only been introduced. So, but yeah, largest Muslim civil liberties organization protecting civil rights since 1996. CAIR chapter in New York calls for ban on Sid Rosenberg, the biggest talk radio Post in New York. Sid is a independent, not a Republican, not a Democrat, an independent, and he is great friends with the great one, Mark Levin. That man won't be going nowhere. Sid Rosenberg's well known around the world, by the way. I'll tell you what, Mark Levin's been beating the pots and pans about this CAIR organization. I would say for, jeez, 20 years or more, I bet. And I wouldn't doubt for a second this organization is going to be dismantled under this FBI and this administration. I'd be willing to bet because, folks, they're on our college campuses indoctrinating our young people into this Muslim thought process, the Islamic Jihad, the Muslim Brotherhood. Say what you want, but that's dangerous, in my opinion. The Council on American Islamic Relations is a Muslim civil liberties and advocacy group. CAIR's vision is to promote justice and mutual understanding. Mutual understanding. Okay. CAIR's mission is based on three core goals. Listen. Enhancing understanding of Islam, promoting justice, and empowering American Muslims. CAIR's national office is located 3 blocks south of the U.S. Capitol building in D.C. CAIR has affiliates in 19 states. Many affiliates manage multiple offices. CAIR has more than 30 active chapters in America and Canada. Its affiliates are managed by board members who are well-known professionals from 50 different cities across America. Their board members are doctors, professors, engineers, homemakers, scientists, students, computer professionals, business people, public officials, accountants, and more. CAIR and its affiliates combine to employ more than 70 full-time staff serving millions of American Muslims. CAIR's financial statements are audited by professional accountants and are certified as having passed with distinction. Their annual reports are made available to all members and donors. Beginning in 2006, their annual reports will be made available online, or were made available online. CAIR workers, in close cooperation with other civic and civil liberties groups such as the American Civil Liberties Union, Amnesty International, NAACP, Hispanic Unity, Organization of Chinese Americans, Japanese American Citizens League, Sikh Media Watch, and Resource Task Force, and many others, by the way. CAIR has successfully partnered with the National Council of Churches. Yes, churches. And held dialogue with representatives of the National Association of Evangelicals. Their officials have met or regularly meet with U.S. presidents, members of the administration, members of Congress, governors, mayors, members of state legislators, county commissioners, and others. Several CAIR affiliates have received proclamations and citations from mayors and county commissioners. Well, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump's administration ain't met with no CAIR official. I mean, let's be honest, I stay up to speed on politics. And I ain't heard nothing about no CAIR official meeting with no Trump administration official. Have y'all? Because I haven't. CAIR regularly meets with law enforcement officials at the national, state, and local levels after the August 2006 arrest of men accused of planning bomb attacks on U.S. bound airliners. The FBI invited CAIR along with other Muslim organizations to participate in a joint press conference. 2003, CAIR officials spoke at a joint press conference with the FBI in Miami, urging the community to excuse me, assist law enforcement in their search for a man on the most wanted list. CAIR has conducted diversity sensitivity training on Islam and Muslims for the FBI, U.S. Armed Forces, several local and state law enforcement agencies, and many U.S. corporations. They ain't in our armed forces. They might have been under that last woke administration, but they ain't under this one. I can promise you that. CAIR responded to the worldwide outrage over the reported desecration of the Quran at Guantanamo Bay by launching an educational program aimed at providing free copies of the Quran to any person who requests it. Nearly 34,000 of our fellow Americans have requested a copy. 92% agreed that educational programs like CAIR's, quote, Explore the Quran project are beneficial in preventing misunderstanding and conflict. 56% said that they found the contents of the Quran to have many similarities with their own beliefs. 77% agreed that their knowledge about Islam increased after reading all of part of the Quran. Moving right along, 69% tell us that they shared the information they learned from reading the Quran with family, friends, or co-workers. CAIR responded to the worldwide outrage over the publication of derogatory cartoons about Prophet Muhammad. By launching an educational program aimed at providing free copies of a DVD or book about the life of Prophet Muhammad to any person who requested. Almost 16,000 of our fellow Americans have requested copies. In 2005, CAIR coordinated the joint release of a fatwa by 344 American Muslim organization, mosque, and imams. I'll get to what an imam is here in a second. Nationwide by stated, quote, Islam strictly condemns religious extremism and the use of violence against innocent lives. There is no justification in Islam for extremism or terrorism. Targeting civilians' life and property through suicide bombings or any other method of attack is haram or forbidden. And those who commit these barbaric acts are criminals, not martyrs. The Fatah cited passages from the Quran and the Hadith that prohibit violence against innocent people and injustice, and was signed by the Fifth Council of North America. Now, to a point, I would disagree with that analogy from things that I have seen about CAIR. For the sake of this platform, and I don't want to get flagged, I'll leave it alone. But you guys can go do your research on CAIR. As I was saying before, do some research. Look at some videos on YouTube and online, and you can make your own assumption of what old CAIR supports and what they don't. What is an imam? They're basically Muslim, like a Muslim cleric. So, for instance, Zoran Mamdani, Kami Mamdani up there in New York, while he was campaigning for mayor of New York City, folks, this man was on video and still photo standing next to an imam that supported 9/11. Supported it. Hang on just a second. Yeah, can you believe that? Supported 9/11. I mean, that's just nuts, isn't it? Dang it. Text this person back real quick. The imam's primary function is to lead the salah, which is a prayer guiding congregants through spiritual practices and encouraging them to deepen their faith